EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Frank, one of our colleagues at Golf Channel, Brian Hammond's always liked to say, keep it in the short grass. It is nice to play from the fairway.
The game's so much easier from the fairway. Less decisions to be made. You don't have to worry about a flyer or the lip in front of the bunker or a tree. The game almost appears straightforward from there.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Looks like he just misread that. This from about 10 feet. Oh, filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Now at the second here at Lighthouse Point, Frank, this is some tough par 3.
If you want to try and really break the hole down and be a purist here, Rich, you'd like to hit a little cut into this green, something that moves away from the water and the cliff back towards that bunker. That would be the perfect shot to hit, but such a difficult par 3. Anything on the green would be good here.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs, and this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in 2. Stray a little left, either with the drive or the second, and all of a sudden you might realize this par 5 has teeth.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Settles in over the putt. Good putt. Fourth hole, I'm looking for a quality start. It's 411 yards and a par 4.
No fairway bunkers or bunkers really to contend with here. Cliffs to the left and also water on that side. But one of the wider fairways on this front side, made up for by a very small green.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Fifth hole now at Lighthouse Point. Frank, it's a beefy par 4.
Another hole without any fairway bunkers off the tee, but really the main defense here at the Cliffs is the elements. Find the fairway, and you'll also be hitting to a green, which is protected by a little bunker to the right side of that, and short. So precision, once again, required here.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
This could be a good one. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. In the hole for birdie. Moving on to hole number 6, par 3 of 198 yards. This is a good-looking shot. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 4 7th here at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards. Frank, are you unhappy if you walk out of here with anything other than a birdie?
I think we'll see all sorts of different scores here, Rich. If you hit the fairway, then obviously you're definitely going to be looking at birdie. But you stray or hit the wrong club off the tee, that's really what this hole's about. It's about club selection. You could hit a multitude of clubs off this tee. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air. That easy.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Second shot. Good look at the green. It has been a ball striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. He made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Score that, a birdie. Now to the par 5 ninth. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So if you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult three-shotter than what you were anticipating.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Now on the 10th hole here at the Cliffs at Lighthouse Point as we begin our trek homeward here at this magnificent golf course. This one puts a little fear into you, Frank. I'm looking at a par 4, and it's almost 600 yards. Help,
you're going to need it, that's for sure. And one of the things they've done to help you is a big elevated tee, so that'll at least chew some of the yardage off. Hopefully the prevailing breeze is also at your back, which might shorten that number up. Pretty generous fairway. Try and take those bunkers out of play with the big hefty club. And when you get on the green, you're going to realize there's two greens here, Rich. 10 shares the same green as 13.
That will be a great look at birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just dominated this hole, and he ends up with an eagle. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage, that hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker, 120 yards. Has hit a lot of quality shots into these strong winds today. Mark of a good player. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
He's made it. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10? This is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again. At the end of a long, long walk. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. Mark that as a birdie on the card. Par 3 14th, headed over Lake Zimmer. Old man Zimmer was a legend in these parts here in Maine, Lighthouse Point. All you want here, Frank, at 240 yards. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Do that.
15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand, left, and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really the only problem is if you go long.
Those are good numbers right there. 320. 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker.
I like the looks of this one. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. 11 feet away. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in two. It's two big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
That is just a beautiful shot. Try to loft this one in the air with the lob wedge. Down, little Sheba, down! What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, as we arrive here at 18, I'm thinking about what we so often hear up here in New England. You can't get there from here, or can you, at this par 4 finishing hole?
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just an amazing EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick. Oh, this could be good. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up. Second shot.
Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's no snap, right? You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Has this putt for birdie. And he has it for birdie. He knew it right away, Frank. That's a good one.
Solid.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe two clubs going way up that hill to the green. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today.
Do that.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.